everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. Just asking a little favor here. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. A few months ago, I surprised Nava by buying her a dirt bike. Ever since I've known Nava, she's always talked about wanting to buy a motorcycle.
We're here! I think that's the one. Just kidding, guys. This is the one with the training wheels.
Well, would you take,
Best I can do is take off the freight. I can do this, but that's it. Sorry. I'm already losing money at this, so best I can do. So I'm just trying to get rid of it, but I'm not gonna lose too much, you know. You're done.
Yep, she's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's the cutest little thing. That is sweet. Oh, wow. I can see me riding that around, checking the craps.
You want to take it for a spin?
Sure. This one, the horn button, or what is that? Oh, it's a mud hole here.
Close your eyes. Now back up towards my voice. What's something you've always wanted to do?
I want to buy a motorcycle.
Okay, open your eyes and turn around.
Shut up. You're kidding. You're kidding. Is that mine? Mm-hmm. No, you're kidding. Baby, are you serious? Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get a motorcycle. Babe, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have a motorcycle. Oh my gosh, I got a motorcycle. I'm literally shaking.
There's only one issue. She didn't have anyone to ride with. So that means I had to buy one. So I did. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is my new to me 2017 Honda 250L Dual Sport. I found this bad boy on Craigslist. It had 900 miles on it. I went to the guy's shop and everything he had was immaculate. He just said he didn't ride it very much, and you can tell. Actually, when I got there, he told me that it had never even been on a gravel road before. So my bike compared to Nava's bike. Besides being bigger, what are the differences? Well, they're kind of completely different bikes. Even though this is a 125 and this is a 250, you think it's just double the bike. Not the case. To start with, Nava's bike is a trail bike, meaning this is not a bike that is street legal in the condition that it's in. My bike has a headlight, it has turn signals, mirrors, a horn, functioning turn signals. And the best part about this bike is it's electronic fuel injection, meaning there's no carburetor. For those who don't know what that means, it means it starts really easily. It's even got a whole bunch of fancy stuff up here. So back to Nava's bike, she has no headlight, no blinkers. Hers does have a kickstart though, which mine does not. That's actually kind of nice to have. Let's see. Hers is a 4-speed, mine has 6. And Nava's is cooled by air, while mine has a little radiator in here just like a car. Both are really fun machines. Okay, let's go take them for a ride. Oh boy, she's tall.
This thing here makes me want to go riding. Kind of like a horse. You always want to get on it on the driver's side. This is one thing about motorcycles, four-wheelers and stuff like this. I always kind of thought if you got some nice room on your farm and stuff, if you feel comfortable letting your kids have a little four-wheeler, mini bike, something, it gives them the feel how to handle things in situations. If a kid never gets to drive anything, when they turn 16 years old and you put them out there in the big world, it's a whole different ball game. You kind of get the driving skills, the feel of how to react, how not to panic. When my kids were young, they had our yard looking almost like a little racetrack, but all the grass grew back and stuff. This bike here is about the perfect size. It's a 250. Any of us can ride it just perfect.
Want to take it for a spin?
Sure, why not? Yeehaw! You're a nice smooth bike.
Don't do what Daddy Cornstar was doing. He doesn't have his helmet on.
Yeah, that's probably not the wisest thing. If you're out on the road, well, even in the yard, you should have it on. Guy never knows, something falls over, hard to replace the head. When I first looked at this bike, it looked really, really high in the air, and I was worried my feet were gonna touch. But once you get on it, it like settles down, but it's still got a real nice ride.
We were trying to do wheelies, but we just kept spinning out. Come on, Dad, why don't you do any wheelies?
I've had quite a few bikes over my years. I used to have some Honda Shadows. You know, these ain't like your street bike. My last bike that we had was a 1200 Kawasaki Voyager. It was a full dresser ready for our big trips and stuff. That thing was so quiet and smooth and radio. So when you get on this, it's just so much lighter, so much, but you're talking different from touring around, from playing out in the field and the ditches. I probably shouldn't say this, but I used to be kind of the wheelie king with the big bikes. I could even pop a wheelie with the big Voyager. Brings back a lot of memories. It's gonna be fun. So the way I look at it, when you're not around, Neva's not around. Okay, the real reason Cole bought this, tax write-off, the official parts getter. So we can take it to town to go to get parts, small parts and stuff. We could take this bike, we're street legal. When I was dating Mama Cornstar, she asked me one day, when you gonna get me a big rock? I got her a big rock, all right. Right here you go. All right, Mom and Dads, you might want to turn your ears off for a minute. Hey kids, when you ask Mom and Dad, you seen on Cole the Cornstar that he was riding a motorcycle and you want a dirt bike and stuff now, make sure your Mom and Dad don't see these scenes where he's popping a wheelie. And it always helps when you're sitting down and like, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, you know how neat it would be to have a dirt bike? It would be a learning skill. And sometimes it don't hurt to get a little tear in your eyes when you're asking.
Can I make a confession? That's the first time I've ever popped a wheelie on a motorcycle before. We'll be riding them before long.
When you're running these things around, there's a lot of things you can do, but like this bike, I just got on it today. Like stunts and stuff, you don't want to just get on it and do something stupid till you get the feel of the machine. I have a feeling Neva is going to be doing a lot of wheelies. Mom and Dads, Grandma and Grandpa, the neat thing is too, when the kids are young and you buy them something like this, it's always an excuse. Hey, I should buy one too so I can go riding with the grandkids, or I can go riding with my son or my daughter, and then pretty soon Mom and Dad both have one. It's a family outing. This is a perfect size for Neva. Cole was gonna let her get used to riding, and I tell you what, she took to that bike like duck on a water.
Oh, I forgot to put it in gear.
So it won't be too long, Neva is gonna be ready for a bigger bike. A true story. When Cooper, Cole, and Summer were little, they all had four-wheelers. We always kind of knew where they were in the neighborhood. Different neighbors would be texting, hey, I see your kids, they just jumped my driveway. And then another neighbor a little later, hey, your kids are out in my yard playing. We had super, super great neighbors. They kind of let the kids terrorize their place. So thank you, neighbors, on that.
You want to take it for a spin?
Sure.
Of course, that's what Dad uses to check the mail.
I'm gonna put this mail at the house quick.
Ah, they're too fun.
Going from one to the other one, it feels funny, but this is a nice machine.
You can tell Dad and I are getting maybe just a little bit bored since we're ripping around on Neva's motorcycle in the yard.
So guilty doing all this fun riding without Neva.
So what made you want to hop on a bike your size, Dad?
I felt comfortable. I felt safe. And I knew if I broke down, I could put it over my shoulders and run home with it.
So one thing being big on this bike, Dad, you gotta be careful when you're shifting and you got your boot under here. If it catches the ground, it'll rip your foot off.
Yeah.
Well, we bought the bike for a reason. So let's go ride.
Hi, Anna.
You ready?
Vámonos.
Gonna roll up that hand crank window through the window.
Yeah, once I get to the top, I'll figure it out. I'll just do it old-fashioned way. Hey!
Hi, Neva.
That's my bike.
Got it all ready for you.
Sweet. Thank you.
What's the first thing you're thinking? What should you check?
The gas.
Yeah.
You moved my bike.
Accidentally. I got on, I rode around the yard a little bit, and then I looked down, I'm like, oh, this is Neva's bike. So I grabbed the wrong one.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuses, DC.
Neva, what are you doing down there?
Nothing.
Are you like trying to see how strong the helmet is?
I feel like the side, like falling on the side would hurt more than like, yeah, that's gonna hurt way more than like the back of your head.
Mounting the GoPro on the dirt bike helmet.
Kind of nice seeing Cole and Ava. They're gonna go doing some riding. They've been working pretty hard. They need to get away and enjoy a little free time. Well, you guys have fun.
Yeah, well, Bert.
Good thing we had that on film. Anna's running to the house scared to death. She knows they're out riding. Look at that. He spun his tires. He spun his tires. It doesn't matter what job you have, where you work. Sometimes you just need to step back, go have a little fun. That's what Cole and Ava's doing. I don't care what age you are. You gotta be a kid at times. Just have fun.
Well,
You okay?
yeah.
What happened?
We didn't make it very far.
Oh, you should be good. You okay, baby?
Yeah, I'm fine. Bike looks good. The handlebar got dirty.
That was fun. My bottom is numb though.
This is a pretty good little ride. I think we rode like 34 miles or something like that. That was our first little adventure together. I'd say we did pretty good. We only had one crash, and it was by me.
I was gonna say, that was you.
I am a complete rookie when it comes to dirt bikes. I've had four-wheelers my whole life. Like, I can wheelie four-wheelers. I can take a four-wheeler anywhere. Like, I've rode a mile-long wheelie on my four-wheeler before I sold it. But when it comes to dirt bikes, I am a total beginner.
I mean, he looked like a pro when he was falling off the bike though. All right, time for me to ride this one. What do you think, Cole?
Not saying the seat on mine is soft by any means, but Neva's is a brick. What Honda did is they literally took a brick and then wrote Honda on the side. Since we went down a road that ended up turning into a level B that ended up turning into, I don't even know what you'd call it, bike's got a little muddy.
I know what it's called. It's a trap.
So we're gonna power wash the bikes off quick before the mud gets all hard and dry on there. When I tipped over, I don't think I heard anything. I made my handlebar dirty, and then my clutch must have hit the ground and it slid this thing over a little bit. So I just need to loosen these two bolts and slide it over about 1/2 inch. But other than that, I don't even think anything got scuffed. That is a pretty clean tip over. All clean. I suppose this makes a pretty good spot in the video. Thanks for watching, guys.